Okay, today I'm going to cover an old canvas that I really just didn't like the end result of. It poured really pretty, but then when it dried, it turned into a mess. So we're going to cover over it. And what I've done is I've created a medium that is 50% floetrol, 25% glue all, Elmer's glue all, and 25% Modge Podge gloss medium. And we're going to start out with the white. Now the white, I did a little bit differently with the medium. I just used the floetrol and the white and no oil. All the other colors have the medium, just like I said, with the 3 different parts to it, and 1 drop of treadmill spot on oil. So we're going to put the white down. We're not going to do the whole thing. We're just going to do enough to coat the canvas and leave a little bit of white for the very end. So here we go. A little bit here. I'm all too happy to do that. So we left a little bit of white left for the end. Just need a little bit more there. Here we go. So we got a little white for the end. I'm going to spread this around a bit. I really need a special tool for this, but for now we're just kind of experimenting today a little bit with this medium, this mixed medium. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna break down and actually buy the proper tool for this. And I will get it. I tried to make a mock version of it today. I'll try it out here. Just bent a butter knife, or a little old butter knife. And we're going to be using a piece of PVC, a connector. I saw this and it looked really kind of cool. We're on here, just like so. It's a little bit thin, but we're going to coat it with a whole nother thing of paint. This is a 1-inch PVC connector at Lowe's for 59 cents. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill color after color, place it right about there. And in fact, I can do that now. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get some of these air bubbles out of here, just for start. I found that the modge podge has a lot of air bubbles in it. I'll show you a little project later, if you're good, of a comparison between using Modge Podge and something called polyacrylic by Minwax as a coat over 2 tiles that are 6x6 that I did. And I'll try to show you this on another video. But I've poured them and I used a little bit of tape to go around, painter's tape, to create a border enough to where I could pour it in there and get a nice thick coat. Hopefully it doesn't craze on me, crack, or bubble, but I shot all the bubbles out of both. And we'll go over that later. Anyway, let's focus on this one. Should be fine. I'll put that little bit right about there. Typically I don't like to work on center with anything. Not usually a fun thing to do. And we're going to start out with the blue. Pour a little blue in here. Okay, not all of it, because we're going to layer. And then we're going to do the red, just a little bit. Actually, I think we're going to do, well, I'm going to layer this a little bit more. Red. Blue again. put the yellow over the red just yet. Blue, red, blue. I'll put the yellow in. Maybe a little bit more. I'll come back with that, maybe do a little bit more. Blue. There's a little bit of purple in here. And I'm going to throw the rest of that white in. Let's see what happens. Yeah, full cup. Wow, that's pretty full. All right, let's settle just a little bit. And now we're just gonna kind of like, I'm gonna lift gently and glaze it over there just gently and finish up right here. I want a lot of negative space on here. We'll see what happens. We'll play with this. It should glide really nice. Cool. Throw that in my little bucket. Let that do its thing. It's already starting to swell up, which is kind of cool. Let's get some of the air bubbles out of there. Looking pretty good. Now I'll use 1 drop of oil in this whole thing. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to tilt it just a little bit and let her start to do her thing. Come back this way a little bit. See that? We didn't use any green, but we used yellow and blue, and that does make some green. I'll get out there a little bit towards the edge. And come back. We'll expand out here a little bit too. It's starting to look pretty cool. I'm not sure what they call this. I think I heard somebody say it's a Dutch pour. I don't know much about all the names and stuff, but I'm learning what everything's called. Go over that way a little bit. We're going to leave some negative space on all the corners here. Bring everything kind of back to center and see how that looks. Let's take a look. Curious to see what that does. It's actually kind of cool. Wash my hands off a little bit. I always have a little bucket here on the side. I always say it too. I think it's really helpful. Bucket of water and a towel. Work clean. Sometimes you get really great results when you work cleaner as opposed to working dirty. Don't work dirty. Just get some fire. Put some air bubbles on there. Let's see what happens with that for a little while. Give it a minute. Cool. It's actually looking pretty good. All right, I'm going to coat the sides a little bit here with the white, a little bit better. You don't need to see this part. Finished project. And while I'm doing this, you need to see the developing cells and what they're going to do. You never know, because tomorrow morning it could be a complete mess. Hopefully it's not. Oops. I don't want to make a big old mess. Here we go. Something to be said about the proper tools. Yeah. Here, a little bit. See, I like what's happening. It's starting to develop a little bit. An old painting that was ugly. Actually, it was really pretty when I first did it. And turned it into something actually nice and usable. This canvas size, by the way, is I think it's a 14 by 10. All the stuff that comes from Walmart for the most part, except the torch. That torch comes from somewhere else. That comes from Lowe's. Okay, I'm liking that. I'll level out a little bit. Good. It's starting to look like a painting. All right. Come on to the other side. Finish this off. Sorry if my arm is in the way. I'll be out of the way in a second. Boy, did I have just enough white paint. Seems like such a lot of white paint, doesn't it? Sorry, I'm in the way again, but I'll get out of the way in a second. We'll take a look again, see what's happening. Now, what I plan on doing is a whole nother 14 by 10 project, just like this again, but I'm going to use, instead of mixing my own paints, I'm going to use Artist Loft and see if that comes out better than doing it that way. The air bubbles out. There's air bubbles. This will be the first of the two similar projects. All right, there you have it. If you like what you're seeing today, feel free to subscribe. And as always, take care.